welcome to What's Up Ocala. I'm your host, Andrea Praber, and as a real estate broker, I firmly believe that a home should be more than just a living space. It should be a place of comfort, sustainability, and cost efficiency, very much so. In this video, in this show today, we will delve into an array of cost savings and cutting-edge energy saving ideas that not only help you to save some money, but also contribute to a greener future for our planet. I know you guys are super excited about this, I'm sure. To start off, let's talk about some of the easy, simple things you can do, like curtains. Incorporating specially designed energy efficient curtains, which are quite lovely, also known as blackout curtains, can be a game changer in your home. These curtains feature advanced thermal lining that not only reduces external noise like traffic or emergency vehicles or anything like that, but it also acts as a shield against temperature extremes, which we have definitely been seeing across the nation lately. So by effectively blocking heat from entering during hot seasons and preventing warmth from escaping during the colder months, these curtains significantly improve your indoor comfort and lower your utility cost, which is great. Now, there's been a lot of talk about light bulbs because they are transitioning from the traditional incandescent bulbs to energy efficient LED lights. And it's a huge step towards energy conservation and efficiency. Those LED bulbs consume significantly less energy while they also provide the same level, if not more, brightness. Also, they generate very minimal heat, which we appreciate in Florida, and it contributes to a cooler indoor environment and a reduced need for air conditioning, which we also need in Florida. Even better, these LED lights can last 5 to 10 times as long as a regular light bulb can do. So saving you a lot of money in the long run, but they may be a little bit more expensive in the short term. Then, of course, we're going to look into insulation. There's different types of insulation that you can look into. There's fiberglass and cellulose. Insulation can play a crucial role in maintaining consistent indoor temperatures. They trap heat in the winter and they keep it out in the summer, which is amazing. Insulation reduces the strain on your heating and cooling systems as well, so it's very, very important. And this enhances energy efficiency, but it also promotes a more comfortable lifestyle, especially for those of us living here in Florida. There's also roofing materials that are specifically designed to reflect sunlight and minimize heat absorption, which is very, very helpful. I know a lot of people have talked about whether black roofs increase the heat to the home or not, and that's kind of a here or there, but I would say when in doubt, keep it out. There are reflective shingles and tiles that have a coating that can significantly reduce the heat transmitted into your home, and then of course that lessens the demand on air conditioning. Investing in a cool roof can lead to remarkable energy savings over time, or even better, and you know we were going to get into this, solar panels. Solar power stands as the forefront of renewable energy. It's a revelation for people that are used to paying very high energy costs. By installing solar panels on your roof, you can harness the sun's energy, which this is the sunshine state, so of course we want to do that. But it does help reduce your reliance on traditional energy sources. And they can also contribute to a much lower or completely kill off the utility bill, and it helps with a cleaner environment. A very important thing is to stop using what some call vampire power. You might be surprised about how a lot of devices in your home use power even when they're not in use. These power drains, called vampire power, are standby power or a phantom load. They're leaking electricity, which can account for 5 to 10% of your total electrical use. Imagine that. So plugging your devices like your phone chargers, printers, or monitors into a power strip so that you can then turn off the power when you're not using the item may actually save you a lot of energy over the course of a year. You may not want to shut down your computer completely, so just make sure it goes into like a sleep mode when it's not in use. When you go on vacation, huge reminder, unplug your appliances to save on electricity. Does that mean your refrigerator? Well, it depends on how long you're going to be gone for. If you're going to be gone for a month or two, maybe, yeah. The appliances that soak up the most energy, however, when they're not being used include your TV, of all things, the computer, router, sound system, microwave, water heater especially, and even your coffee maker. Regularly changing out or cleaning your HVAC can also save you a lot on your energy bill over time as well. A lot of the dust and dirt can build up, and this happens to your refrigerators and freezers as well, so look out for that. But that dust and dirt builds up and it keeps your unit from running at peak performance. The International Association of Certified Home Inspectors recommends changing your HVAC filters at least every 90 days. But cleaning them frequently also helps. For me personally, I would recommend 30 days to keep that energy bill low, especially with as much as we use it here. Turning off the heat settings on your dishwasher can also help. Yes, you'll probably have to dry your dishes by hand, but the energy savings you'll see from simply turning off the heat setting on your dishwasher can really add up. If your dishwasher is less than 20 years old, it's probably Energy Star certified, which does save a lot of energy over those older models. And did you also know that it takes 2 times more energy to wash dishes by hand with hot water rather than using a newer Energy Star certified dishwasher? I did not know that either. I thought for sure that a dishwasher would use more, but it's actually not true. Wash your clothes with cold water rather than hot water. You've probably heard that washing your clothes in warm or hot water was the only way to get them thoroughly clean. However, washing them in cold water is just as effective and actually really saves money, and it will help with the clothing as well. The hot water really isn't used that much anymore, especially with those front-loading washers. It's because 90% of the energy used by your washing machine goes to the heating of the water. A lot of laundry detergents don't actually need hot water to work at all. Change the settings on your washing machine to cold. It should be much, much better for your clothes and your washing machine and your utility bill. Be sure to choose a detergent that actually cleans clothes and linens with cold water. It's normally right there on the label. All right, lastly, you're gonna cut back on your shower time. Ooh, that's a little bit hard for me, but heating water uses a lot of electricity, which costs money. Reducing the length of your showers helps to ease your electric bill. If you belong to a gym or exercise facility, consider showering there to save on costs even more. Those are some of the few ways that you can reduce your electric bill and make your home a little more comfortable and cost effective. So that's helpful. All right, we are going to also have a solar guru come in, and he's going to be discussing that, not today, but in the next couple weeks, you're going to be hearing from him. But right now, we're going to be taking a short break, and when we get back, we're going to be talking about the stats for residential sales this week here in Marion County and fun stuff that you can do this weekend. All right, welcome back. All right, before we get into the sales stats this week, I want to ask a small favor. If you're enjoying this program, let us know. The website here at the radio station is classichitsocala.com. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go ahead and leave a comment in the description below. You can also, if you're a fan, hopefully you're a fan, but if you truly think that we've helped or educated you or entertained you in some way, please share this show with someone you think may enjoy it. All right, don't forget that we have these fantastic school reports that are coming out. So if you would like to get a school report, let me know via email and I will go ahead and send it out to you. It has a comparison not only of the public schools, but also the charter schools, the private schools, basically all the schools that you want to know. And it doesn't necessarily have to be here in Ocala. This is actually available to us nationwide. So if you would like your free school report, I will happily send that over to you. Send me an email at GER.ExpectMore@gmail.com. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the real estate stats for this week here in Marion County over the last 7 days. Let's see what is going on. Currently, there are 2,324 homes available and ready to purchase. So buy a house. We have them out there. New listings this week, we had 253. It's nice. Price increases, 65. Wow. Price decreases, 228. Looks like the market, it is a shifting. That's interesting. Back on the market, we had 77. That's quite a few that didn't go through. Sold, we had 24. That's probably not right. I will double check on that one. Normally we see more like 240. Expired, we had 17. Leased, we had 0. Pending, 289. Yeah, see, you can't have 289 pending and then only 24 sold. That doesn't work that way. So I'll double check that number. We also had 9 withdrawn, 43 canceled. The national average interest rate is 8.116% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Maybe that's why nobody wanted to close. No, I'm just kidding. That number was missing a digit, all right? The 15-year is at 7.163%. Now what's going on around you today and tomorrow? Well, every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., the corner of 3rd and 3rd downtown, we've got the downtown market, which is totally free. You get to see vendors, there's fresh produce, there's food trucks, there's live music, there's coffee, there's mimosas, it's pet friendly, there's arts, there's crafts, and it's kid friendly too. They have a playground and there's a splash pad just down the street. Splash and Dash on Ocala 26 from 10 to 2 at Tuscaloosa Park. You can beat the summer heat and dash through Tuscaloosa Park. Enjoy the art while attempting to keep your shirt sparkly white or cool off with a splash of color. Cornhole for Warriors is going on also from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Ocala Downtown Market. It has cornholes, it has vendors, it's got live music, art, food, raffle, and so much more. Doggone Good Reading is going on August 26th at 1 p.m. at the Marion County Humane Society. Bring your children to this fun class where they will play or interact with puppies and kittens while they learn about the proper care for animals. Be careful though, you may be tempted to bring 1 or 2 of them home with you. Woodstock at the Market is going on August 27th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's at the Ocala Downtown Market. Vendors, food trucks. You have to have the food trucks. It's Ocala. There's lots of activities with Ocala Knockerball. There's a fun dog contest and doggy food drive. Dress in your favorite tie-dye outfit. Don't forget to stop over to the Hilton Ocala as they have the brunch, the Sunday brunch going on. That's right, it's back at it. Hopefully you're going to enjoy a wonderful ambiance as you enjoy some fantastic food over at the Ocala Hilton. That's I mean, what else could you possibly want to do once you get out of, your meeting services or whatever on Sunday? You can just go on over and enjoy a fantastic breakfast, lunch / whatever buffet. Thank you so much for joining me today. That's pretty much it for us. Again, we are having a solar guru come in. He's local here to Ocala. We're going to have him talk about all things very specifically solar. So we were kind of gearing up towards that today with those energy saving tips. But we are going to talk about the pros and the cons of solar specifically. Recently, I did go ahead and sell a house that had, it was a newer construction home and it had solar panels added. So it was fantastic to have sellers that were so open about what their utility bills were and what the cost was and all of the information. So it was really interesting to see how it really played into the current market. And what's odd is, coincidentally, I had an appraiser contact me to discuss, the solar panels because he was appraising one, and it's hard to appraise. Is there value? Is there not value? But what's interesting is if you pull up a U.S. Energy report, it says that in nominal terms, the average monthly electric bill for residential customers in the United States increased 13% from 2021 to 2022, rising from $121 on average across the nation to $137 a month. And I know that doesn't seem like that much, but if you look at it year after year over the course of 10 years, that's a substantial increase. After adjusting for inflation, which reached 8% in 2022, which is a 40-year high, just so I can mention that, electricity bills increased 5%. Last year, it's the largest annual increase last year had the largest annual increase in average residential electricity spending since they began calculating it in 1984. So this increase was driven by a lot of different things, most especially extreme temperatures though. And that increased the consumption of electricity for both heating and cooling, and for higher fuel costs for power plants, which drove up retail electricity prices. Now, what also will increase your prices for utilities is the cost of fuel. And why would that need? Well, you're going to have a lot of people that are working on the lines, a lot of employees and stuff. So with the cost of inflation going up, you're also going to have to pay more for employees. Insurance on the trucks is going up. The cost on the trucks are going. You have to have linemen to put up new lines and that new construction and stuff like that. So to have all of those things, it all equates to costs. And that increase in cost is going to have to get paid somehow. It's going to get passed on to you, the consumer. So with those rising temperatures that we have, we definitely saw a huge increase in temperatures. We're going to have higher utility bills. It's just not even a question. It's going to happen. So what can we do to combat that? Do we really want to put solar panels all over our roof? What is that going to do as far as an insurance issue? We definitely have some insurance issues going on down here. That's going to be another show coming up. Just saying, don't get started on that one. But what is that really going to do? How does that equate to your bottom line? And like I said, I did see an actual real life scenario of what happened with a home that was brand new construction, and it had solar panels, and how that really equated with the whole deal, and what the actual utility bills were for a few months with this deal. I mean, it was just really, really, really interesting. It was a fantastic way to really study what happens in the real world when you decide to put solar panels on your home, and also on the roofing. Like, what exactly does that do to the warranty on your roof, for example? Is it better to have solar panels installed on a board in the backyard? Because that is definitely a thing. You can actually have panels done in the backyard as opposed to putting them on your house. But is that really the better option? Is that actually, is there a possibility somebody could steal it? Is there, it's very rare that somebody's going to get up on your roof, but what about your backyard? Where it's a little more accessible. So it's just kind of interesting, all of the pros and cons and all of the stuff going on with the solar. So we are going to be talking to somebody about that. We're going to have him come in and do the show with us, and we are going to talk in depth. And the reason I've definitely talked about it before, having somebody on here that does solar, but often they just kind of, I don't know, it kind of seems like used car salesman-ish. That sounds terrible, but I want somebody that's actually going to educate instead of just promote something or try and sell something. That's not what we really want. And I found somebody that is actually doing that. And often he actually, if you don't have that high of a utility bill, he will not recommend doing solar panels. When I have somebody that does not recommend their services because it's not what's best for the customer, well, that's somebody that I'm definitely going to promote and utilize their services. So we're going to have him come on the show next week, and we will be talking all things solar. So come back for that. Well, that's it for us. And again, like I said, don't forget to hit me up if you want to get that school report. It's a fantastic free report. No obligation. It's just something that I found I actually had access to, and it's through the National Association of Realtors. They actually have this this function where you can actually pull up a school report from anywhere in the nation and it pulls up the school, but it also compares it to all the other schools in the district, and it compares it to either you can set different things, but it'll actually compare it to other charter schools or private schools or just other public schools. And it gives the school grades, and it actually even has reviews from current and past students talking about their experiences in the schools. It's just really, really, really interesting information, I thought. So I definitely want to share it with you guys as much as possible anyways. So if you are interested in getting that report, please let me know. And of course, we'll need to email, because I need to know what school and what stuff do you want on the report so I can send you the correct information, because it is customizable, which is really amazing. But so many of you have contacted me over the years asking about the schools, and it's like, well, what do I say? Because my experience with my kids at one school may not be the same experience that somebody else has at the school, and the ratings for the schools has changed drastically since COVID, because they weren't able to do the state testing, and they didn't want to do the state testing because everybody got flung into, homeschooling, and it was a mess. So the school reports really, those grades, if it's an A school, a B school, A minus, a C, whatever, those grades really aren't as accurate anymore. So what do they utilize in order to get a grade for the school? How can you tell if one is better than another, or if you just want to stick to the one that you're zoned for, or do you want to do school choice? If you're doing school choice, which one? I mean, there's so many questions, and as parents, we want the absolute best education for our kids that we can possibly provide. So hopefully this report will help you get that. So just let me know if that's something that you want. Again, the email address here is GER.ExpectMore@gmail.com. And I guess that's it for us this week. If you need anything at all, please let us know. Again, that email address, GER.ExpectMore@gmail.com, or you can go ahead and call us. We do have phone lines. If you are looking to buy, sell, or lease, property manage, etc., a property, then please give us a call. Phone number is 352-817-9160. We will be back next week, like I said, talking about solar. We're very excited about that. So looking forward to talking to you guys then. Come back next week, Saturday, 10 a.m., as always. Thanks so much. Bye.
Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.